A new year. It's a strange moment, if you think about it. The world doesn't change overnight. The sky looks the same. The roads look the same. The problems don't magically disappear. And yet, something feels different. Because a new year isn't about time. It's about choice. It's about standing at the edge of what was and deciding what will be. We spend so much of our lives running after success, running after validation, running after the next big thing. And then one day, the year ends. And we pause. We look back at the wins we didn't expect, at the losses that hurt more than we admit, at the plans that worked, and the ones that fell apart. And in that moment, something important happens. We realize how much we've survived. Not everything went right. Not everything made sense. But we're still here. And that matters. Because resilience is not loud. It doesn't announce itself. It simply shows up every day and keeps going. That's what brought you here. Another year begins now. And with it comes a question that's more powerful than any resolution. Who do you want to become? Not what do you want to own? Not how much do you want to earn? But who do you want to be when this year ends? Because progress doesn't start with goals. It starts with identity. If you see yourself as someone who gives up, you will. If you see yourself as someone who learns, you'll grow. If you see yourself as someone who builds, you'll find a way, no matter how hard it gets. The world we live in is changing faster than ever. Technology is moving fast. Ideas are spreading faster. The future is arriving whether we're ready or not. But here's the truth most people miss. The future doesn't belong to the smartest. It doesn't belong to the richest. It doesn't belong to the loudest. It belongs to those who keep going when others stop. It belongs to those who stay curious, those who are willing to fail, those who are willing to look stupid today, to build something meaningful tomorrow. Every breakthrough you admire was once an impossible idea. Every success story you respect was once a person full of doubt. No one starts confident. Confidence is built through action. This new year isn't asking you to be perfect. It's asking you to be honest. Honest about what you want. Honest about what's holding you back. Honest about the effort you're willing to give. Because the truth is, you already know what you need to do. You've always known. The hard part isn't knowing. The hard part is committing. Committing when motivation fades. Committing when progress feels slow. Committing when no one is watching. That's where real growth happens. The new year doesn't promise comfort. It promises opportunity. And opportunity is uncomfortable. It asks you to leave old habits behind, to let go of excuses, to step into uncertainty. But that's where progress lives. Think about it. Everything meaningful in your life once started as something uncertain. Every skill, every relationship, every achievement. You didn't know how it would end. You just decided to begin. That's the energy this year needs. Not perfection, not over-planning, but courage. Courage to try again. Courage to fail better. Courage to believe that even now, you are capable of more. Because you are. You're capable of learning faster. You're capable of adapting. You're capable of building something that matters. And no, it won't be easy. There will be days when you doubt yourself. Days when progress feels invisible. Days when quitting feels tempting. But those days don't define you. What defines you is what you do next. Do you stop? Or do you keep going? The future doesn't reward talent alone. It rewards consistency, small actions, repeated daily, over time. That's how everything great is built. And here's something important to remember. You don't need permission to start. You don't need approval to improve. You don't need perfect conditions to move forward. You just need to begin. This year, stop waiting for the right moment. The right moment is now. Not when everything is clear. Not when fear disappears. Not when confidence magically appears. Now, because the future isn't created by waiting. It's created by action. And while the world talks about what's possible, you get to decide what's personal. You get to decide how hard you try, how much you learn, how seriously you take your potential. And when things get difficult, because they will, remember this. Every great story has a chapter where everything feels uncertain. That chapter doesn't mean you're failing. It means you're becoming. So as this new year begins, don't ask for an easy path. Ask for strength. Ask for clarity. Ask for the courage to keep going when it gets hard. Because the people who change the world aren't the ones who never fall. They're the ones who stand back up, with more understanding than before. This year, choose growth over comfort, purpose over fear, progress over perfection. Believe in the work you're doing, even when no one applauds. Believe in your ability to learn, even when you make mistakes. Believe in the future, because you're the one building it. And one day, when you look back, you won't remember how fast it all happened. You'll remember that you didn't give up, that you kept going, that you chose to believe. So step into this new year with confidence, not because you know everything, but because you're willing to learn anything. The future is not something that happens to you. It's something you create, and it starts now. Happy New Year. Make it count.